Hey y'all, what's up? I'm here in the garden. I'm about to pull up a bunch of radishes. I think my landlord's going to do a fermentation project and ferment some radishes again. And so this is a good chance for me to talk about a couple of varieties. But ones I'm going to be harvesting, and you'll see in a second, are the white icicle radishes. And I've grown these a lot in the past. Pretty good radish. And I'll pull up a couple of these French breakfast. They're not quite ready yet. They're a little small, but it'll be good enough that you can see them side by side, and I'll talk a little bit about them and, what I like about them and all of that. So I talked about this before in the last video, but I planted these things too dense, and for one, the bulbs aren't sizing up as fast, and it really makes it hard to go through and pick the ones that are ready and leave the ones that are not so that they can size up a little better. So this variety, I actually think it needs a little more space than the normal little small round radishes. So keep that in mind. But yeah, these are on the smaller side. It's probably what you would want to market, but I've seen them get a lot bigger. All right, so I got you a couple of bunches here washed off. I got quite a bit of the white icicles in here that I've got to wash off. So let's start with the white icicle radishes. Now, a lot of these were misshaped and sort of small like this, and most of that was because I planted them so dense. But I've grown these before, and I know if you get the spacing right, you can get a big percentage or most of them coming out long and slender like that. It's more like a carrot. Really similar in appearance. Like I said, if I was going to grow them to eat and sell, I want to pick them with the small diameter, the length, longer the better actually, but they'll start getting big and fat quicker. Here's one that got pretty fat pretty quick. I wouldn't want to go any bigger in diameter than these right here, but if I could get a bunch that are really long and slender like that, like the carrot shape, that's what I would do. So here's the French breakfast. Let's get this over in the light so you can see, and you can see it's really beautiful white tip, and it fades out really neat looking, and then fades into the red. So these would normally be bigger when I'd harvest them, and they're elongated like the daikon, but they won't get nearly as long as that, or not what I've seen. I'm gonna try to pick one. If you had a French breakfast, I'm gonna say it would be about that size and shape, with the tip like you see on these. The tips are a little bit more blunt. Okay, so we'll start with the French breakfast. And I've been tasting on these, so I kind of have an opinion formed already. So, really mild for a radish. Got a pretty good crunch. It's not the crunchiest one I've ever ate. It's got the white flesh, like most radishes. Yeah, radishes are radishes. I've never had a lot of difference, but what I go for is I want a good crunch, and I don't like mine too spicy. Now, some people really like them spicy, and I have had some radishes that were really earthy tasting. Basically, they taste like dirt. and I don't like those. But so here's a white icicle radish. And this one's actually crunchier than they've been. I've been having some. I mean, they're still, all of them been crunchy. That one's a little hot. Still normal in terms of a radish. I've had some that weren't quite as crunchy. Yeah, so not a lot of difference in the flavor. I guess if I had to pick one, the French breakfast tastes a little better than this, but to be fair, those are a lot younger, and typically the younger the radish, the better. So there you go. I know that ain't a great description, but what can I say? They're radishes. So there you go. There's a couple radish varieties that I'm trying, and I'm looking at them in terms of home use and market use, and I'm gonna play around with both of them next year and see how it goes. Density means a lot with these. I found that out the hard way, so if you're growing these, give them enough room. And yeah, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be good. Bye.